Hey everybody, my name's Aubrey, this is Wildly Ambitious. We're on day 30 out of 30 of my 30-day challenge, so today's a pretty special episode. It's the last day of this series of video logs, so I'll call them, because it's pretty much what I've been doing. I made the decision to start uploading content on YouTube, so I figured a good way to get into the habit of learning and growing as a content creator would be to start putting videos up of just whatever I could think to say at the time, or whatever. And that's pretty much just what I've been doing this past month. I'd go out to this field that's near my house, or just sit out here in front of my door and just talk for a little while when I get up in the morning, smoke a cigarette, and just roll a camera and see what happened. And we saw it actually turn out pretty well. A lot of my videos are like 10, 20, 30 minutes long, so for me it's definitely been a good way to scale and gauge my own growth. Like some of the goals I had for this project were to become more open and expressive and cohesive, to be able to intelligently talk to a camera and be comfortable with it. And the thoughts that were going on in my head felt important at the time, so I figured, well, not all of them, especially not at first, but like once I started to like come out of my shell a little bit, like some of the earlier videos I looked kind of slow, and like I didn't really know what to say, because I didn't know. I was pretty nervous about starting to do this. I was like, YouTube, and it's not really that intimidating, but it still made me nervous to open up like that. And I know that's the case for a lot of people, which is why I started doing this. And like at first I talked about like what I was doing with music and my review page, and like the videos were pretty short, and then I started going into like why I wanted to do music, and like where I come from, and like a little bit more about my background, and what I do during the day. And from there, like, things started to kind of flow together. Like, if I couldn't think of anything, I'd be like, alright, let me just recap everything else that's going on, and just be like, alright, so intro, talk about my review page while I was doing that, talk about the music, and then I'll probably tie that into something about me and talk about what I'm doing with music from there. And then that usually opens things up. So from there, like, let's say I said all that shit, and I don't really know what to say right now, so cigarettes provide a decent conversation break, and so does drinking water. And yeah, so like I'm gonna talk a little bit about just what's going on, like with my teeth, and explain why I'm doing these videos again, and what I want to do with them in the future. Like, I've been talking about how I've been studying a lot, some of the things I've been researching, and summarize that a little bit. Like this past week or so, it's mostly been music related, and really this whole month, like everything I've done on this channel, I've talked about music at least a little bit. Like in the beginning, I had stuff playing, and I'd talk about that. I'd have the review page that I'd keep referencing, which I don't actually think I want to keep doing. It's like, it was fun, but I don't know, I don't really see it as rewarding as I want it to be. I don't really want to be like a journalist or anything like that, so like it'd definitely be a good skill to have. Maybe I'll go back to it in the future once I get a little bit further in my studies, just because I feel kind of shitty like putting them up without really researching the shit out of the band, and like knowing the whole scene and area, and like their influences, and like all kinds of crazy shit that I just don't have the energy to like figure out in the hour between me doing these videos and me studying more shit. And like I'd have to listen to the whole album while I'm researching it, and also forming an opinion on it, and it's like, it's hard to form an educated opinion. So it'll, like, most of the time, by the end, when I started running out of energy, it'd be more like, yeah, here's this band, and they sound like this, they've got these instruments, like the players are doing this and that, and the songs are about this, then I'd give my opinion on how the first couple songs made me feel, and then I'd probably like summarize some shit I read on Wikipedia and Pitchfork and give it whatever amount of stars and call it a day, which is fine, I guess, but like nobody really wants to read that. It's not really that interesting or useful or relevant, so it's kind of like, fuck it. Just take some time off doing that until I can really devote to it the attention it deserves and needs to be what I want it to. So in the near future, hopefully we'll be able to keep making videos for you guys. Like, I've been throwing some ideas around. There's a few people I'm planning on working with, doing these videos and stuff. So it should be fun project for us. There's like 2 to 4 or 5 people that, you know, we might do like something like a talk show, kind of like what I'm doing now, except there'd be like somebody like right here. The camera would be back here. We'd probably have a lighting setup and like a tripod maybe, but you know, we'll see. Maybe I'll do some instructional videos or how-tos or like some survival shit, and you know, eventually I'm gonna gear towards you know, music videos and like music related YouTube content that I would be able to do. It's just finding the time and the motivation and the energy to plan it out and do it and practice and blah 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 blah, blah, and then get to it. And it's like people are always asleep here, so I can't really make that much noise until like 6 p.m. So it doesn't usually happen. I've really been pushing myself to develop a routine and a schedule, like getting out of bed every day and then doing these videos after I shower and wake up a little bit usually. It's been helping me out a lot. Like I've already said, it's helping me get the ideas flowing and get my day started. You know, then I'm like set on a path. I've talked about what makes me motivated a little bit for like 10 to 30 minutes, and you know, then when I'm already doing stuff, it's easier to do other stuff. I've been like getting back into practicing and planning stuff out. I wrote like a list of goals and to-do list the other night that made me feel pretty good about myself. And then yesterday was Thanksgiving, and it was one of the best days I've had in a long time, and not just because there was food, and that definitely helped, but just mentally I've been in a lot better place than I was when I started doing these videos. And I think you can tell, like from the tone of my voice to the content to the speed I'm talking and the things I'm talking about and the things that I've basically gotten off my chest just by doing this, and from that letting me do that with other people, just because I practiced the skill. You know, I think it shows. Like, even you look at my eyes, they're a little bit wider than they were at first, although I was wearing sunglasses most of the time, and I'm only not now because it's like kind of cloudy, and I dig it. But yeah, that's day 30, so we're done with nothing special. After this, I might take like a week off from doing this because they got to start being special, you know what I mean? I'm not literally gonna name all my videos special numbered, but you know, I named it this because I didn't plan anything out. I didn't have any topics planned. You know, the amount of time varies. I was kind of lazy with the title and the metadata, and you know, there were like 1 to 10 people that would watch this, and I was okay with that. You know, that's why I called it this. It's not really anything that anybody needs to pay attention to unless they're just very interested in what I'm doing with my life right now. But yeah, so I'll be planning some stuff out and keep studying and doing what I'm doing, and I will get back to all of you soon. I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thanks again for watching. My name's Aubrey. This is Wildly Ambitious, and you know, if you like what I'm doing, make sure to like the video, leave a comment so I know you were here, subscribe to my channel. Once again, that's Wildly Ambitious. Sorry about that. And see y'all later.